Okay, we're going to do the front or the top. Okay, for the top edging, you can see I've created this in one component. So if I look at this one here and expand my top edging, it's all one component. There is a second way we could create each of these sections. So this is going to be a piece of timber that connects here through a mitre. So we're going to have one piece at the front and the back and the left and the right. So we could create all separate components for that. I'm kind of showing you the quick and easy way to just draw this top component as one piece. So I'm going to delete this one and show you how I went about it. The first thing that you need to do is measure your existing project. So come up here from the point to the point using the inspect tool. That's 600. Now I'm going to inspect front to back, and that's 304. So we're going to create a new component in Fusion, new design, sorry. We're going to create a sketch on the bottom plane. We're going to draw a rectangle, and the rectangle is going to be 620 by 324. So it's going to be 10 millimeters bigger than what our overall project is on each side. Now we're going to offset and offset inwards, offset to 29. It's going to have to be minus 29. So that caters for the 19mm edging plus the 10mm overhang on each side. Finish sketch. I'll just say at this stage, if you want to, this is where we could add these extra pieces in, which would show our miters for our components. So you don't have to do that. It just depends which way you want to model this. So option one at this point is you can create an extrusion, and the easy option is to extrude all of these sections. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and up 12 millimeters. And that's the easiest way to do it. If you wanted to do it the more difficult way, but I guess the more accurate way for our technical drawings, you'd extrude a new component, and you'd do one at a time. So you'd click this one and go 12, click OK, and then you'd have to show the sketch and do each one, and they're all going to be nested in under our main component here. I'm going to show you the easy way though. So the next point we're going to do is, and the last is a chamfer. The chamfer, we're going to click on the bottom edge down here, the back edge, and the other edge down here, and go 10. Had to think about that for a second. So that creates a 10mm miter around the edges. We'll save the component. Top edging. And then we're going to insert it into our assembly. So insert into current design, or you can drag and drop if you're on a Windows machine. Click OK. Don't try and get it in position until you use the join feature. Zoom right in. I use that front surface on the flat there to the front surface on the flat here, and it should fit if our measurements are right. Click OK. And that's our top edging on. To create the lid, we're going to do very similar. So we'll measure our outside to outside. So we're 620, and if you remember, this one here should be 300 and, oops, just again, 324, I think it was. Yep, 324. So we're going to create a new component. Sorry, new design. We're going to create a sketch. Sketch on the bottom plane. We're going to do a rectangle, and the rectangle is going to be 620, tab 324, enter. We're going to offset this time, and the offset's going to be 19 millimeters, which is the thickness of our timber. Make sure it's minus, so the red line goes on the inside of the blue line. Like I said last time, we could make this in individual components by doing these miters, but you don't have to do it if you want to do it the quick and easy way. Refer to my other videos if you want to do it the kind of more complex way that shows every individual woodwork part. So we're going to extrude this. I'll do it all in one component. Computer's a bit laggy this morning. So this is essentially joining my sketches. We're going to do a join. We're going to move it up. I'm going to do it to 42 millimeters. Now I'm going to zoom in on this top surface and create another sketch. I'm going to try to offset this one. So offset this one here and move it kind of into the piece of timber that we've got. I'm going to go in minus 6 millimeters. So essentially this is like using our router cutter. So we'll glue up our frames in woodwork and then we'll route our work downwards. So finish sketch, extrude. And we're going to extrude this surface here in a downward position. We're going to go down minus 7 millimeters. So that's what our frame will look like. And then we'll insert a piece of plywood. For the sake of what we're doing here, we'll just do a quick save and call this one our top. And we can insert the plywood by going right click, new component. We'll call this one plywood. So that's nested in within our top. And we're going to click this surface here and create a sketch. We're going to draw a sketch in reference to this other component. So edge to edge and finish. We're going to go extrude. We'll have to come up 7 millimeters. Make sure you extrude both the inside and the outside for this one. 7 millimeters. Now you can activate that top button again. So what we've just drawn is your top. If I grab that, that'll move out. So we'll need to join this into position. I can use the join tool. I can come up and I would be joining this kind of edge here to the corresponding edge here. And then click OK. So that will move together now. Make sure it's saved. And we're going to insert that one now into our chest component. So once it's saved, just waiting for that little symbol to go away. I'm going to right click and insert into current design. Remember, don't be too precious about where you move this. What we need to do is join it from, let's have a look where our back is. So this is my back here. This time here, watch really carefully how I do this. Instead of selecting the surface, I'm going to go to the middle of this kind of here, but it's not on the surface this way. I'll get the view a little bit better here for you. It's not the surface here or here, it's the edge, and you can see that that's following the edge, and then it clicks to the center. I'm going to click that one, and I'm going to do the same here. So find the center point. That'll bring it down to that point. And then if we go to motion and revolve, we can get that to revolve. It goes through the model at the moment. So we can see that, hopefully, if we go to one of our panels, right click and go ground, and then we kind of, it's going to make a liar out of me. We should be able to revolve that lid on that edge. So that's the project finished as far as modeling. We'll talk about technical drawings a little bit later.